Welcome to Daily Devo. I'm Pat. Today we're going to talk about love's naughty list. For the last 2 weeks, we've been digging into this very important concept of love. In 1 Corinthians 13, Paul includes his, I'll call it Santa Claus list of love. What do I mean by Santa Claus list? Remember the naughty and nice list that this fictitious character Santa Claus has? This list of good and bad things that are done? Well, it's one way to look at 1 Corinthians 13, that Paul is giving his naughty and nice list when it comes to love. He's telling us what love is and what love is not. One of the things on the naughty list is rudeness. Verse 5 simply states this: love is not rude. Rudeness mocks and belittles others. Rudeness interrupts. Rudeness forces itself on others. Rudeness cares little about the feelings of others. Rudeness wants to be served rather than serve. Contrast Jesus' life to that list of rudeness, and we quickly see how courteous he was. Now hold on to that word courteous. I'm going to come back to that in a moment. Jesus was patient. He was thoughtful. He was careful to treat others with respect. Courteous is the exact opposite of rudeness. One is patient and one is impatient. One is thoughtful and one is thoughtless. One is careful and one is careless. One is about respect and one is about disrespect. No wonder Paul lists rudeness on his naughty list when it comes to love. Being rude to others, whether that's our spouse, our children, our co-workers, or people who work in the service industry, is the extreme opposite of what it means to love. You know what's really sad to me? My son and his girlfriend both currently work in the service industry, and they have often told me that they cannot believe how rude people are. They tell me stories and I'm like, they didn't say that to you. Or, are you kidding? They did what? I sure hope that you and me, as Jesus followers, aren't known for treating people like this. So I said to hang on to that word courteous. Notice the first 5 letters of that word courteous. I'm going to help you out. C-O-U-R-T. The first 5 letters spell court. In Old England, to be courteous was to act in the way of the court. To be courteous was to act in the way of the court. You see, the servants of the king, the family of the king, was expected to follow a higher standard, to live and act in the way of the court. And by the way, so are we. You and I, as Jesus followers, are expected to follow a higher standard. As sons and daughters of the king, our Jesus, we're called to act in the way of his court. Courteous.